Hi, everyone. This is Colin Kyle with Geek Therapeutics. I'm here with our cohort number 13, and we're going to play some Fate with you guys. We're going to play an awesome game that I really love called Rockalypse, which is a supplement to Fate because Fate is a universal role playing game. And so it's best played by having these little supplements that people make, and it saves you a ton of the work. But we've got a wonderful cohort of cool people here, and a little bit about ourselves. But for me, I'm Colin Kyle. I'm with I do a lot of things with Sugar Gamers. They're the best. We're from Chicago. Check us out online. I'm a tabletop role-playing game designer. I got a background in ecology. I got a doctorate in that, and so you can call me doctor, just not on an airplane. And then we guys can go down the line with anybody who wants to introduce themselves, whoever feels like saying hi.
Hello, my name is Michael Garrett, and I will be your bass player for this evening.
Thanks, Michael.
Uh, Hi, everyone. I'm John. I'll be on guitar.
And I am Nicole, and I'll be stage manager.
Excellent.
Hi, I'm Philip. I'll be the singer.
You will. That's awesome. Yes. And because, yes, we have this motley crew that together makes up a band that is surviving in the post-apocalyptic wasteland. And they are, life is tough, resources are scarce, but the rock keeps them going. And Fate is a very kind of loosey-goosey game, and so we're going to be rolling with some stuff pretty loosely, and so we're just going to kind of go with it. But the fun thing about this game is you can play with a bunch of different post-apocalyptic scenarios, because we certainly don't stay up at night thinking about that stuff. And you can play in like the classic wasteland, like Mad Max, which I love, which also works for Waterworld. Our players can look at these different examples on page 5 in the Rockalypse public beta. Starts out on page 5 with the wasteland. But then we can go into the streets of Cyber City, where it's kind of like a techno synth cyberpunky type experience, which is really fun and futuristic. We've got aliens from Dimension X, which is the world has been ravaged by aliens. They have arrived from another dimension. They have invaded. We can play with kind of the FLC, the they live type experience where they have invaded in. And then we can also play Pandemonium, which is the armies of hell have risen, and demons walk the earth. Classic kind of devil went down to Georgia experience. Or we can play Rock and Roll High School, which is the classic musical experience, because music is a part of this experience. And also there's all kinds of apocalypses that happen in high school. Apocalyptic breakups, apocalyptic moves, apocalyptic friend rending things, rivalries, this and that. And so you guys can we can play with a mashup of, we usually do at least 2 different apocalypses that we smash together, and then just kind of make it up and go. And that gives us the fuel for our amps as we play. Did any of these settings catch anyone's eyes on our players?
Pandemonium is my vote.
Pandemonium. It's a good one. We can do the kind of There's a Devil Went Down to Georgia type experience. There's the Pick of Destiny type stuff, and just whatever you feel like. We gotta vote for Pandemonium.
And you said we needed one more. You wanted to mix it up, or
Yeah, let's do at least two. Anybody else got any ideas?
I think the stage manager should tell us where we're playing.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, where's this
No
set?
pressure. I guess like a Devil Went Down to Georgia kind of thing, because I used to love that song.
True, it's true. So we're gonna do that one. Anything that you feel like crossing that with? You want to cross that with some Mad Max, maybe some synthy updated Cyber City type experience.
So was that going with? I'm pointing down because Michael's underneath me.
Oh yeah,
on
yeah,
my
yeah.
screen.
Yeah, Michael said that one too.
So
we're
Michael
looking
said
for
Michael said
one.
Pandemonium, right?
Yeah, and that's the same one as Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Oh, okay. I did not realize that.
Oh yeah. No worries.
Please hold.
high school is another one.
High school is another one. And because there's always going to be grimy garage bands of high schoolers trying to make it big. Yeah, there's each one of these has their own set of aspects that you can see, and we'll pick 2 from each of these, and those 4 aspects will basically define the world in which we will play. And those aspects will be on the board for the whole game, and we can always evoke them and use them to get bonuses on rolls, basically, as long as we justify it. And so while we're doing that, I will write down Devil Went Down to Georgia as one of our world aspects.
I don't know. I feel like Demons, Devils, and high school kind of mixed together,
Yeah.
anyways. Unless anyone has any objections.
Demons in high school.
Nope, I think that's a good idea.
All right. So we got Devil Went Down to Georgia. Ooh, let me copy and paste. No, it's not. That's fine.
I think it's funny that like under the Rock and Roll High School, the third aspect is, have you seen a girl with hair like this? As an adolescent, your hormones are all over the place. Distractions and poor decision making abound.
Yup.
That's hysterical. I like that. If we can
Oh,
do that one, that would be awesome.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Perfect, love it. Because yeah, that is the game designer. Eric is a sweetheart. He's a really good guy, and he engaged with like all of the like teen high school like rock high school and like what is it, Glee and stuff like that. And so those were Eric is a like a school teacher as well, and so he is into education, role playing as an educational thing, and so we are great. And so having this kind of be a kid-friendly game is something that Eric felt strongly about. And so that's fun. And he also got to work and watch My Little Pony, which was something that he did not mind. Did he? I bet. That's exciting. Oh yeah, Foreman. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah. Well, we have the designer watching, so I hope we do him justice as we are hobbing along. And so and we've got so yes, so have you seen a girl with the hair like this? And then we're gonna go for 2 more aspects, so one from each, so one from Rock and Roll High School and one from Pandemonium. Want the it's hell on earth, man. That's where we've got really active armies of demons. We invented paperwork. Those are the really bureaucratic, very Vogon demons. And then the promised land of rock, somewhere out there, maybe outside of the walls of the high school, there is a place where you can just rock and drink soda or do whatever you want all day.
The first aspect was the one I was referring to about that was the one with the armies of demons and devils and
Yeah, that one. It's hell on earth, man. You bet.
JD, what do you think? You're looking at it. What's our last one?
I was looking at pictures. I didn't know that. Well, I get popular kids have it easy since that was my entire experience in high school. Obviously, had nothing but popular kids around me, so this should be easy.
That's great. Excellent. And those are our world aspects. Popular kids have it easy. Yes. And so the question is, are you guys going to be the popular kids or not? Do you want to have it easy? Because if you do, it's going to be some people who don't like you because you got it easy, man. So excellent. These are our 4 aspects of the world. So you guys are a high school rock band in Pandemonium. There are armies of devils and demons and things like that that roam the earth. Possibly you go to high school with some of them. Possibly they are your teachers. They are, but you know it is well known that the devils are gambling devils. And so you can make deals with them, and you can and possibly negotiate with them. And so they are not the type of demons and devils that will murder you on sight. They are much more about deals. And even though you are, even though the armies of hell walk the earth, we lost hell. We lost who? Oh, we lost Philip. Good point. Good point. We'll see. Hopefully he'll pop back on. But yeah, even though the armies of hell walk the earth, you guys still have to get through high school. You got to get an education. Can't survive without knowledge. And you are teenagers, and you have you seen a girl with hair like this? And so you have raging hormones as well as raging armies of demons outside the gates. And so, and even in the deepest of hells, love still flowers. And so we are going to have a bit of a romantic flair to this game tonight. And if you choose to, and there is incentives on the table to engage that. And so if you make choices, if you follow that kind of line of fate of drama, you will be able to get bonuses and potentially get back fate points and stuff like that. And so that's how the game kind of, we don't just write these things on the table and say, hopefully you guys will role play with this. Fate is intended to incentivize that and say, oh, you're role playing with this. Boom, you get bonuses. You get to do what you want to do. Boom. And so that's how fate kind of incentivizes it and pulls together this improvisational kind of group story we're going to be telling. So anyways, but the important thing is we have our kind of palette for the world. We have our characters. We've got a motley 4-piece bass guitar, lead guitar, singer, stage manager, keeping this 3-piece together. We don't know how you do it, Nicole, but somehow. And you each have on your character sheet, you've got your own personal aspects. I will try and do like compels to try and draw you guys in, but hopefully you will be able to just use those to So great here, great. And so those will hopefully help. And so anyways, I want to hear about the kind of band that you guys imagine you have. You got a 3-piece, got a stage manager to make sure you guys are going somewhere because you got talent. She can tell. And so what do you guys imagine you play? It's probably rock of some kind. But you can play whatever you feel like. It might have a little romantic flair to it. Maybe the heart calls. The ballads, what do we feel? Because we are going to look for a high concept for your band, which will be kind of like we play shoegaze ska, we play marching band, reggae, something, you know, we play I'm just spitballing. You guys are going to play what you guys are going to have to be the ones to play it. We play gutter punk polka. I'm excited already. And we'll come up with a high concept for your band, and then we will hopefully name it if we are so ambitious.
JD was very enthusiastically nodding at one of them.
Oh, I think about it.
Was it the gutter punk polka?
JD, you're muted. Your mouth is moving. Nobody hears you.
That's what else is new. I play guitar. Speaking of which, I think that usually the singer, they're the prima donnas. They're the ones that figure it out for us. So what kind of music do we play, Phil?
How dare you? We play extremely hip hop, flowery K-pop music.
Awesome.
We're BTS.
Excellent. BTS in post-apocalyptic BTS in pandemonium.
Post-apocalyptic BTS.
Excellent. Excellent K-pop. All right. Excellent. All right. Extreme hip hop, K-pop. Love it. Excellent. This is led by your extremely flashy singer and your ooh. I'm sure we can slip some ballads in there for sure. And the so we've got the BTS Survival. And then so that is the high concept for your band. Dang it. And my layering is suboptimal, but whatever. We got fate points. And so this is, you guys are, this is how you survive. If you come up with a band name, I'll be thrilled. And but what matters is you guys are in high school. The popular kids have it easy. Are you guys part of the popular kids or not?
You think, JD? I feel like when you mentioned it, it brought you back somewhere.
It certainly. I think that we were towing the line. This is going to be the thing that puts us over the top. So we're definitely popular, but this is going to be the thing that makes us legends.
Oh, excellent. All right. So BTS is your BTS is it's like BTSD. But the but yes, so you guys are popular and you are, but there's some other bands that are popular too, rival bands, obviously. And you guys are going to get over this edge. You're guys are going to be the coolest ones in the whole school, certainly before you graduate, and go your separate ways. And so, because I mean, the big like Battle of the Bands is coming up, like who's going to play prom, you got to figure it out, because obviously it's going to be you guys. I mean, if you can pull it off. But yeah, and so what is your band missing? Like, you guys have, you're gonna try and get it over the top, you're gonna try and be legendary. Do you guys, your three-piece, do you think you need some percussion? Do you think you need another band member? Do you think you need more like new equipment? You're popular, you probably have pretty good gear, but it's pandemonium, and maybe gremlins have been gnawing on your wires. You're constantly going to have to be dealing with overheating, and the brimstone dust just gets in the microphone all the time. And so you've got some options, or do you want to try and like find some information about how to yeah, I don't know. I would say you're as you mentioned, your goal is to be the most popular band in the school. Obviously, there is a big battle of the bands coming up. If we get to it tonight, that'll be sweet. But I think to start out with, you guys are looking for some edge out there to be to really break this plateau that you guys have been doing and really start propelling.
May I throw a suggestion while I'm listening and doing my own BTS research?
Yeah,
Because I am familiar, but very limited.
it goes deep.
I don't know. I know. And looking at this, if there was anything that I would feel like I would need to fit the visage, yes, you knew exactly where I was going. Wardrobe. I need a lot of dress shoes, a lot of ties, a lot of blazers. Got to. I think the music isn't the problem. We just got to look the part, which I feel like is a historical high school challenge.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, and that's a huge thing for like all the bands, like, you know, finally getting your cohesive wardrobe, your set of Adidas tracksuits, whatever it is, to take you over over them. Because yeah, I mean, it's and I mean, like the acid rain, it's eating holes in your shoes and stuff. I mean, all of the rocky outgrowths that are constantly rising up through the ground, you know, those are really terrible on the nice suede shoes or whatever you feel like you are choosing to wear that day. So excellent. So that means we're going to trek into, where do you think you're going to get new outfits? Do you think you're going to raid, yeah, Korean Michael Jackson, correct. And yeah, and it's like team coordinated Korean Michael Jackson, and they're beautiful. And so all of you are beautiful. and so, but you guys can be more beautiful to accent your features. You got to get the right outfits. And so, where do you think you're going to get new outfits from? Are you getting them in the school? Are you going to be raiding like the drama costume back closet? Or are you guys going to go out into like the pandemonium hellscape city to go to like a proper tailor type shop?
My first thought was like, like a retro store, like like almost like a thrift shop kind of, and or like our parents' closets.
Ooh. Get yourself some fitted shirts. Excellent. Raid your parents' closets. Awesome. Excellent. Well, fortunately for you, there is a fantastic thrift shop in town, and you've heard about it. It is it is Lily's Threads. Lily's Threads. And she is well, you haven't been to her yet. She might be a demon, but she certainly has the best vintage store in town. And you, Nicole, as the stage manager, you heard that she recently, got a new supply, got a new shipment in, and if you want the best grab of the new restock, Thursday, they restock on Thursdays, and yeah, if you guys head over there, you can beat the other popular kids to digging through the thrifts.
Onward, band with no name. Let's go
And
get
with
some
no
threads.
name. That's right. Well, it's coming together. Maybe it'll fit. Maybe you'll find the right piece of clothing. Right now, I think it's Philip and the Jams. I don't know, Philip and somethings. So yes, how do you guys travel? Do you guys bus it? Do you guys walk? Do you guys have is someone old enough to drive? Do you guys have a van? Do you scoot?
I feel like if we're popular and we're about to like be big, we gotta come up nice. We need something. We need something good. I don't know about a van. I don't know. I kind of want a limo.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. All right. And Michael, you are playing the bassist.
Yeah.
You have, I think you've got. So let's see. You've got a skill in drive, and you've got a skill in resources. You could potentially roll to see if you have a limo, or I think this might be a job for your stage manager, who has more in I mean, you can make shit. Stage manager is the one who can make stuff. Have you been building a limo? Have you been building wheels for the crew?
I have in my garage in my spare time. I've been tinkering.
Oh hell yeah. Okay, so in that case, to get the sweet wheels, which will also protect you from any demons that are on the road, John says my dad has given me his hearse. Excellent. And so yeah, so that's the foundation that you started, was the body of this hearse, and then you have been working on it, Nicole, in the garage. And so that's lovely. And so you will be rolling fate dice, and you are a great person at crafts, and so you'll be adding +4 to that. And so I put a digital fate dice roller in the chat, which you can try. Fate dice are weird. They give a number between -2 and +2. Yes, I see a nodding. And you
I was
can,
like frantically clicking it to see what would happen, and it just kept on saying like -1, -1, -1, -1. So I guess that's where we're gonna be. And then I got like a random +3 in there, but we can stick with the -1 because I clicked it. That's the one I rolled first.
yep, yeah. Well,
And
it's
then the
got
+4 would be 3 then, right?
yeah. Excellent. Yep. So you got a +3. And before that, I meant to ask, we do this in structure, but we can stick with the -1 roll, or we can have you re-roll it. But we would we pick your skill, and then we see what kind of aspects you want to evoke, to see if you get any bonuses on top of your normal plus your normal skill bonus. And so if you wanted to like anything that's got a little dot on it, so like it's Hell on Earth Man, so like that, as John mentioned, you're using a hearse, and so like that gives you've got the sick body for it. There's hearses around because people are always dying. You could grab a token off of that one, and that would give you a +2 bonus on top of that. And you are you have aspects on your own character. You're the stage manager. You got your gear bag of tricks, and also, impatient with time wasters might be a fun one, because you want to make sure the shit is done and ready. And so, of course, the hearse is ready to roll. I'm impatient. It's always tuned up and ready to go.
I think I like that. Yeah.
All
So
right.
the impatient with time wasters.
Impatient with time wasters. So of course, the car is gassed up and ready to go. Obviously.
Obviously.
And yeah, and so it's got a sick foundation. It's a nice like limo hearse combo demon hot rod thing, that's got some good get up and go. And so on top of that, so you would be using your +4 bonus from your skill, and then you're using 2 fate points from things on the table, and so that's +2 from each of them. So it's a total of +8 on top of what you rolled on your fate dice. And like that's kind of how the way rolls go. And then we have a ladder of how well you do, and basically you can either succeed with a complication because it's about doing shit, or you succeed with style, where you get an extra good thing, which we would probably like make an aspect of your like sweet hearse limo. So I think that's probably gonna happen either way. And so with your -1 on your dice roll, that puts you at a 7, which is, according to the ladder, basically an epic roll. And so your hearse limo is epic. And so what do we call limers? Hearse limo? What do we call this? What do we call the aspect, your team's aspect of having this sick ride? I can paint it. Yeah, you better paint it.
I have no idea. So if anybody has any ideas on this aspect, that would be great.
Meals on Wheels.
Or snacks.
Deals on wheels, meals on wheels.
Yeah, Meals on Wheels.
All right, excellent. You've got your sweet hearse limo. Love it. And then let me see if it is. Yeah, excellent. No, that's not gonna stick around. Draw that. Boom. 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 Excellent. So you spent some fate points, but recovered them. And it kind of like moves the fate points from being things that only Nicole could use next to your name to now being on the table so that everybody can use them. And it's there are these kind of subtle things that do have mechanistic matters, and so there is a point to doing this stuff. And you might not see it immediately, but part of this game is kind of moving tokens around on the table, and you kind of want to get a bunch of aspects out on the table, and then you like do these big sweeping giant badass moves, like somebody takes a huge guitar solo and you like grab like 8 fate points off the board and just like slam them down, be like, I get a plus 20, like let's go. And so it's about you kind of set up these advantages, you set up these kind of big things, you work together, and then it's kind of these crescendos up, and then you can use as many fate points on a roll as you want to, and you just have to come up with like cool ideas, kind of how we did that with this roll. How does it weave in and it flavors the role play of it? So oops, sorry about that. And so yes, so we you guys go out and jump in your Meals on Wheels hearse limo, which I imagine with that idea maybe has like a big teeth on the front or something like that. I don't know. I always like the kind of like cartoon hot rods. So yeah, it's got like that around the grill. And you hit the road and you guys go, and you have to who's driving? I think Nicole is probably the best driver. I think the bassist is another good driver too. And who jumps behind the stick?
Can we just also say with the vehicle that there are 2 points of where you can stand up. So we've got 2 sunroofs inside of there, so you can bring your body out of the hearse, stand up there, and we've also got a we have part of our music that is tuned into the horn. So when you honk the horn, and we've got monitors that are basically on the outside of the hearse too that can play music.
Oh yeah, the monitors, so you guys can have like Philip just like dancing along the side. Oh, that's so good. Yes, excellent. And this thing is a speed demon. Nicole has made sure of that. She's impatient. She's got places to be and wants to make sure you guys get the sparkliest vests, or whatever you want. And so you burn rubber to get out there. There are other speed demons on the road. You see them. You get jeered at, probably challenged to races and things like that. But we've got other things to do today. We've got to go shopping. And so you get to Lily's Threads, and it is a thrift shop that is built into the side. It's like a it looks like a let's do a we're in Pandemonium. I like yeah, let's do the what kind of thing do we want to do for Lily? She changes. She has different costumes. She comes in and out every once in a while. But yeah, let's do a it looks like a carnival fun house, and let's do that. It's like kind of like the Joker style, like big demon head that you like walk through the mouth to get in. It's got the big carnival letters, Lily's Threads. the sharpest outfits you'll find, certainly sure to draw blood and leave marks on your on your on your on it's not on you guys, but it's on the people who watch, on the audience. I don't know. Anyways, you kind of get my ideas. Anyways, but this is the spot. It's lit up. It says it's open. And yeah, and let's go with that, because it's almost Halloween, guys. So it's officially Halloween season. So you might be skeptical of this like carnival funhouse looking building, but as you enter in through the doors, you do see all like it's well lit. There's all kinds of awesome chests and racks of cool clothes, and you guys each see before long a woman with like blonde hair comes out. She's got weird like clown makeup. We're gonna go for kind of a Harley Quinn style host, and she she welcomes you all. What can I get you? Oh yeah, you came to the right spot. I can find this. I can see you're already patching. Oh man. Look at this spot, look at that spot. Oh yeah, we'll figure out how to get you dressed up real nice and sure to impress. And so it doesn't take long, but each of you find something that is compels you, like you really want it. Like, what is something within this vintage clothing shop that to your character base, I think we might have lost Philip again, being dramatic in the car. You'll have to pick out something for him. Nicole, you deal with this often as the stage manager, but also this falls on the bass guitar player. You've had to play long openers while waiting for Philip to come out and be ready to really sing. And so, but yeah, so for the three of you, and ideally something for Philip if he pops back, find something that you absolutely adore and really want. Is it a new pair of shoes? Is it a new sparkly, glittery pink glitter vest? Is it a hat you cannot live without? Or is it just like whole matching jumpsuits for everybody? It's but I want each of you, you're gonna add your own personal flair, even if you do get really uniform stuff. There's gonna be something, because that's always with the K-pop band, they're a cohesive unit, but each one, there's the nerdy one, there's the bad boy, it's this and that. So think of something that you really can't live without.
Okay, I got mine, which is amazing because I suck at thinking of these things.
I love it.
So for me, it'll be like these like shiny, like almost like foil, like leather high tops with a bunch of like buckles and stuff on them. Yeah. But like with like that white bottom around them, like just like old school Converse.
Yes.
So they're going to be like a goldish silver foil with maybe just like a brown leather like underneath it, but you can't really tell because there's so much like foil paint or whatever the hell it is.
Oh, that's so good. They're going to be comfortable. They're going to look good.
Right, because I have to do a lot of running around as stage manager. And I picked out for Philip like those like little girl shirts where like you can like run your hand up this way and the sequence flip, and then you run your hand down that way and like the sequence flip the other way. So it'll be a silver and pink like flip sequence sports jacket with like a polo tie, and like the like thing that kind of like that the strings go through. I don't even know what you would call it. Like the medallion on it, I guess, is like a little panda.
That's so cute with a little panda. See, little details like that, they really make the fans go crazy. Excellent. With panda bolo tie. Wonderful. Yes, Lily approves. Good thing, of course, you've got his measurements already because you had to do this before.
I definitely have my eye on in the back of the store on this mannequin. It's a combination of like Slash's hat and also like the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland. So it's like a very long, accentuated Victorian steampunk kind of hat that goes up. And
yes.
But it's also got lots of character that is hanging off of it with bells and feathers and
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, it's almost like Rob Zombie wears some stuff like that sometimes. Yeah. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, but especially like that's like old school Rob, like that's old school like White Zombie. Yeah. Oh, good.
So I'm looking at the clothes and I decide to ignore what's on the racks and I just see just this plate of armor that's just used as decoration. And
Yeah.
I went and that's, I mean, there's still some clothing to it, but I mean, there's just a lot, way too much metal than there should be. And I want it customized so to kind of fit like the color scheme. I want it so it's all white, but
Ooh.
there's like, I don't know how to describe it, but like in kind of engraved, like built in, just kind of pools to kind of fit the devilish theme, just pools of just lava, just in kind of like in a stripe, kind of in a stripe form, just kind of going down, all the way down to the boots. And if we have a little bit of extra money, just every time I play, the lava brightens a little bit and the flow starts to increase just a little bit. I don't know where it's going. I haven't figured that part out yet. Feel like I don't need to. If it, hits the stage, we can deal with the damage later. But
We'll deal with it. It's pandemonium, dude. That's so sick.
probably at the end of the set, it may fall through the stage, but it's okay.
Oh, yeah. That's so awesome. Oh my God. The oh yeah. Yeah. And Bully says, "Oh, what, that old thing?" Yeah, I never thought anyone would actually want to buy that. The some space aliens came in and landed and it crash landed. They didn't make it. We pulled it off of them. And the but looks like it looks like it'll fit you with a little bit of work. And but she says, but this this stuff doesn't come cheap. You kids seem to be in over your head. I don't know if you guys can afford all this stuff. She says, you know what, let me cut you a deal. All right. You look like a band. If you got real stuff, if you got the good stuff, I'll give you. You can prove your worth, your skill. Then I'll give you guys all this stuff. I'm looking to get some sponsors. You put Lily's threads on some of your stuff or whatever. We'll hook you up with future clothing hookups. But you prove you're not, if you can't stand up to me, I want your ride.
You are not getting what I worked so hard on. So like how do we prove ourselves? We just like are the best band ever? I think we're already there.
She hits a big red button. No. She pulls out a cartoonishly big mallet, and then she like pulls a swing onto a large red button, which then like does the ding 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 ding, and the back wall of the store falls open, and you can to a which becomes a stage. Excellent, welcome back, Philip. And and so the back of the store falls open and forms a stage, and back of there you can see that there's like a whole bunch of like it's the open carnival ground, and there's a bunch of demons that are like milling about, and when the stage falls open, they like stop and they look up at you guys, and you and she says you prove it by having a rock off with me and my band and the carnival attendees against us, and the carnival attendees will judge.
Well,
You win. Whoever gets the louder cheers wins.
Okay, can we have like a band huddle real quick?
Yes, you can, please.
Okay, band huddle. Listen, guys, I stole my dad's credit card, so I could pay for all of this, but I'm gonna get in really big trouble if I do. So, but if we play and we lose, they might take more than the hearse.
Ooh.
I can't afford to lose my dad's car. My dad's gonna kill me.
Excellent. Nicole, you are getting a fate point for the fact that you stole your dad's credit card. Excellent. Perfect. Go on.
It's a far walk back to school. I mean, I like making fun of the kids that don't have cars, because they couldn't afford it. And I don't know, but I really want my lava suit.
I mean, we kind of are the best. So
I was in a coma.
Oh yeah,
like
yes.
past 10 minutes. What happened?
You had to take a little beauty rest.
How did you get in this situation?
I guess one of you guys can summarize it if you want to. Make my job easier.
So we're getting a new wardrobe. However, we need to play for it. If we lose the hearse.
If you win, you get a sponsorship deal. All the stuff for free.
Oh,
and
shit.
Philip, I picked you out like the most awesome sports jacket and bolo tie ever.
Sweet.
You can even
really
wear it
will.
while you play.
Do I have like light blue hair dye as well?
Sure.
Sweet. I see 0% that we lose, so obviously we're gonna win. So like, I don't know what you all are scared of. I mean, we're the best. Everyone else is trash, right?
Yeah, you know what? You're right. I hate my monster dad anyway. I hate him. Let's give it up.
Is he actually a monster? I feel like you can't use metaphors here.
It's the third horn that gives it away for him.
Gotcha. Okay.
You can't use metaphors here.
Very, very literal.
All right. Well, listen, we're not giving it up. We're going to drive away in it. So you guys get out there, do your thing. You know what to do. Rock their socks off. We'll be fine. And I won't be skinned alive for stealing my dad's credit card. Be awesome.
Fantastic. It's gonna be
Also,
awesome.
also can't use that as a metaphor in hell and pandemonium either. It's the whole skinning thing. Just
No, that was literal.
okay, just checking.
Excellent. Excellent. And as you are having this discussion, Lily's band has gathered on stage. They have climbed up from down below. They are a swarthy crew of like other clown-esque looking circus performers. They have like striped pants on and face makeup. They have silly instruments, including a standing bass and and they are gonna play some maybe Gogol Bordello-esque hellish music to oppose you. Certainly that's what you're hearing some tubas start up, and so we're gonna have for me, she's gonna be over here on the right side of the screen, and I'm gonna have some aspects that she is going to create for herself and her crew, Lily and the Sirens. And but because in a musical conflict like this, it's kind of like going into combat in D&D. In Fate, you can do some little skill rolls and stuff like that, as we did before, to kind of set up stuff. But the main point of Rockalypse is having these Bollywood-esque style and like School of Rock style song experiences, and the game kind of links in between those. And so you have some interstitial drama and things like that to set the songs up, and so that we have like the heartfelt desire for this friggin' car, and we know how serious it is to put it on the line. But man, that hat and that lava outfit, that lava armor is awesome, and you can all put it on before yourselves. Put it on before get properly geared up. So you've got these new things. You could potentially put them on your if we were like in person, you could write these things down as new aspects on your character sheet, and so they would be things you could evoke and use to get bonuses too. And so today, if you want to use those as a new aspect on yourself, then go for it. And so yes, but anyways, but songs are happen. This is under the Rockalypse Quick Play PDF, but don't worry about it too much. Songs are divided into phrases, and this is kind of how rounds, kind of like initiative, works in Dungeons and Dragons. And so you don't roll for initiative, you choose which section of the song you want to participate in. And so on the first count, we do overcomes. And so dealing with any personal obstacles. And so there's not any obstacles on the board right now because we're just getting the song started, but Lily might create some disadvantages for you guys, and but for now the board is open, and so round one, we're not gonna, so phase one, you don't really worry about that too much. Count two is advantages, and so you create new aspects for your song. And so these are things that could be supportive of the group. And then you do count three is attacks. That's when you actually send things over at the other band, like scathing verses, overwhelming guitar solos, whatever you feel like it. Those are the attacks that actually deal damage and stuff like that. they will attack back at you at the same time. Both bands are kind of moving and just playing back and forth. And then count 4 is the defends, and that's when like the music actually hits, and some of you can choose to defend and try and knock down some of that damage. And then after we go through all 4 of these counts, we then start back over with a new phrase, and we go back and forth until one of the other bands runs out of hit points. And at that point, they will be functionally defeated. We also have the option of a like an audience tracker if we want to, but basically you win when the other band runs out of hit points. And you guys, you yourself have your own hit points, like stress levels. I think you have 3 or 4 physical stress and then 3 or 4 mental stress. And you can decide how to divide up your damage when you get hit with stuff. But yeah, so that's the basics. So and you guys have stunts on your character, which are like at the end of the PDF. Those work like feats in Dungeons and Dragons if you've encountered those, but they're kind of like passive bonuses. They're inherent things. So if you want to use, you say like, hey, my stunt says I get a +2 bonus to this roll. Fantastic. You get a +2 bonus for this thing because you have that stunt. Some of the stunts are kind of long, so don't worry too much about reading them. But if you do say like, hey, I see a cool song, like a cool stunt that I want to use, speak up and we will rock and roll it. But for the most part, you guys will just be doing things like creating advantages, sending attacks, and defending the band from Lily's own onslaught on the other side of the stage. So yeah. So does anybody want to create advantages that will be making new aspects for your team? And you will things like laying down starting the groove with a baseline. We've got the whatever you guys feel like that will help build up your advantages as you guys eventually send attacks and receive attacks. She's going to make some advantages herself. Like her tuba player is going to start playing.
Maybe we need a little bit of a baseline. Seems to be a good place to start.
That's right, Michael. You actually have a one of your stunts lets you start the groove, and so you get a bonus action that lets you create a aspect, an advantage, and then that leaves you free to defend or attack later in the opening verse.
Yes.
Sweet. What kind of groove are you going to start for us on this bass? Is it are you slapping something? Are you is it funky? Is it what do we feel like? Is it sensual?
Oh, I definitely want to build up to something pretty hard, and I wish I could think of a name of the song that I'm thinking of, and it's just not coming to me. But I wanted to start off a little soft, just to ease the ears a little bit. But we definitely need to build up to something powerful.
Excellent. So we can call that something like crescendos.
Mm-hmm.
Building bass, something like that. Clouds rolling in. So you're building something, it's a little soft right now, but we're working up to it, and so that way we can kind of that fits the desire for the aspect to be kind of a double-edged sword. So we're going to be building up that base. We've got Oompas for Satan starting on the other side as the tuba player starts a demonic Oompa going on the other side. So excellent. And you, yes, so excellent. So Michael, you're going to start out with that. We're not sure how many fate points are going to be on it yet. So you are going to be rolling. What you're going to be using, this is using rhythm, right? I think for you. And that will give you a +4 on your bonus already. Do you want to use any other aspects on this table? Perhaps something from yourself or something from the something that's already existing in the scene? You have a surprisingly extensive repertoire.
I was going to say that, but I'm also a hardcore bass player.
You are a hardcore bass player, so you know how to lay the foundation for the heavy that's coming later.
Yes, I think that's the one I want to use.
I like that. Excellent. Yeah, so that hardcore bass player in you is coming out. We're seeing it. You're glaring down at the demons. You know, it might start soft, but it might be starting kind of soft, but it's going to be getting heavy soon. I like that. So that's a +2 on top of that on its own. Anything else that you feel like that?
Yes. I want the glow of the lava to almost kind of look like the screen of Guitar Hero as I'm playing. Every time I'm strumming, it's vibrating and it's going to the beat of the rhythm.
That's so great. Oh, that's so great. Excellent. Yeah, so the lava is dropping down. All right. I'm just going to give you a free use on that one on its own just because that's so dope.
I'm a hardcore bass player.
That's right. And so you have so +4 from your, so just like Nicole did, +4 from your skill, +4 from your total fate points spent on this. And give us a roll if you can.
So I got a +1 average.
Okay, so you got a total of +9. And so that is, we're definitely going to be, yeah, succeeding with style. And so we're going to put 3 points on that. Boop. Except for that one didn't stick. So that one goes on there. Great. Or not. There we go. Perfect. One of these will stay. And so the excellent. So we've got 3 evokes on your 3 free evokes on your base line. And that is a sick way to start. Anybody else want to create an advantage for the team? I think you could also create disadvantages for the other team if you want to try and sabotage them. Or you could directly attack them.
I would like to try something. I have an idea, a very
Please.
Bollywood crazy idea.
That's what we're here for.
So I have a stunt called Sweet Gear.
Yes, you do.
So I'm gonna take my super cool light up frisbees that float in the air, and I have 10 of them, and I throw all 10 at the same time so they're in a line.
Yes.
As I slide across the frisbees to the other band, I sing, "If you like pina coladas," and as that happens, a pina colada will fall on another fellow band member, and I'm gonna call the cops for underage drinking.
Oh man. Oh my God. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, that's wonderful. Well, let's work up to that. We got some things going on in there. So you are, as you said, you are, you have, you're the singer, and that was, you are impeccably flashy, and you have the stun of sweet gear. And so that is on your, you get a +1 to create advantage rolls with resources. And on any defend roll you make in which you evoke an aspect you created with resources. Awesome. With the word gear. Okay. So we would potentially label those aspects as gear. So aspects have sometimes different labels and things like that. It's all, you just write it down on note cards. So this is awesome. So this will be, so do we want the advantage in this to be the cops are coming for them, or do we want this to be like an advantage of the frisbees are in the air? Do we want to keep the frisbees in the air, or do we want to, is it more about the incriminating them with the pina colada?
It's about, yeah,
excellent. It's about the pina
incriminating
colada.
them and inconveniencing one of their band members. Yeah, the pina colada.
Excellent. Excellent. Love it. All right. Wonderful, because it's a carnival, and so there is going to be some kind of security officers or whatever. And so let's say I don't know how do you spell pina colada. Pina colada detour or something like that. Pina colada vacation, pina colada. Which band member, which opposing band member are you going to go for? Are you going to go for the person playing the tuba? You want the guy with like the accordion? Do you want the person playing the weird bongo drums? Or are you going to try and
let me get rid of their percussion.
All right, you're going to try and go for the percussion. Excellent. Yeah, they've got a savant percussionist, young guy. He's been playing since the crib. And so, all right. And so are you going to evoke? So you're going to be using a roll on this, or you're creating advantage rolls with resources. Excellent. Love it. So that means you have resources. All right, you have good resources. So you have a +3 on this resource roll from your skill bonus alone. Do you want to activate any fate points on the like on the board or on your personal character to add more bonuses to this?
I'll go ahead and add 1 fate point from my personal pool.
Excellent. Yeah, because you have the you got impeccably flashy, which goes with this. And so we're going to take this, Philip the Singer. Do you want to draw from perhaps popular kids have it easy? You guys mentioned that you guys are the popular kids, so you might have like access to underage alcohol that the other kids might not have access to.
Sure, yeah, why not?
Yeah, sure. You don't have to, but it's just another idea, just maybe a justification for how you managed to get that pina colada yourself.
Yeah.
But either way, it's not in your hands, man. Officer, I never touched that pina colada. I don't know where it came from. And so excellent. So you have a total of +7 on this roll. And so this one is going to be a difficult roll because you're trying to convince the cops. And so give us a, I guess you don't have access to the fate dice roller, but would somebody else roll for our lead singer? Excellent. I see a Michael. He's going to do it for you.
All right. Thank you.
That's a +3.
A +3. Okay, that's boss. All right, so you got a +3 on top of your +7. That's a lot of bonuses. So that is like a +10 total, even with this being a like a superbly hard, like a really hard thing. You still did it superbly well and succeeded with style to do a pina colada detour for the other team, and they have to deal with their percussion section, having to explain and take a walk with the officer, and maybe do a sobriety test off to the side. Who knows? But either way, I like the idea of you guys basically created an advantage for yourself by disadvantaging the other guys. So they are a man down. They're trying to survive and get through this, but hard to have polka without the bass section or without the drums. So excellent. Those are our advantages. And then we've got people that are left for attacks. Michael can still go. Philip has gone. And I think JD and Nicole are still able to. You guys can attack or defend if you'd like. Who feels like sending over some attacks? Because Lily certainly does.
So out of my stunts, I think really the only thing that can apply is that the work the crowd. So I would gain +1 for overcome or create advantage rolls, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess that would be the only thing I can do.
Sure, yeah. Did you want to? Yeah, you can create an advantage. What kind of advantage do you want to create as the stage manager? You're thinking about working the crowd. So are you thinking laser light show? Are you thinking pyrotechnics? Are you thinking you're just gonna go start passing out swag to the glow sticks to the audience?
I want to do something like, okay, like a million years ago, I went to Pink Floyd's The Wall concert.
Yes.
And they had like the actual like wall and like the giant puppets that came out. So something like that I think would be awesome.
Oh my God, that's so sick. All right. Yes.
So really cool.
All right, Nicole, let's do this stage manager. Break out the giant puppets. Let's get weird. That's going to be a heck of a roll. But you've got space on stage now for the giant puppets because they just cleared off the bongo drums from due to the pina colada detour. Do you want to add a point to this because of that?
Sure.
All right, you've got space on stage to put up the wall and break out extra giant puppets. This is gonna get great. I mean, it's a carnival, so the crowd's gonna love the giant puppets. Great. What else are we gonna add to this on your roll?
I don't know, what else can I add to it?
Let's see, what else do you think would be relevant to working the crowd and setting up?
Let's see. Scrolling.
You remember how music used to be? Maybe this is like the old, like you said, a million years ago, Pink Floyd used to do this kind of shit. So we're showing them how no, we don't need fucking holograms for this shit. We're doing some practical effects.
Yeah, I like that. And then can I, like, under skills, can I like add for crafts because I made these puppets myself?
Yes, excellent. So we're going to be using your crafts skill. You stitched the extra long pants and things like that. You had to rig up the ropes, and so I love that. And so that is from your another one from you. That's great. So you're going to be doing no, I don't need another from you. We're just be using your crafts. So again, you get you're running at a +8 on this guy.
Awesome. Ooh, I rolled a +3.
Okay,
That's
yes,
11.
that is phenomenal. Awesome. Okay, yeah, you guys are setting up a very impressive stage show. Gotta make more room. But as you can see, like the the Zoom is a little awkward with the whiteboard, but it's actually like it actually works fairly well because you could move stuff around. I use it with my I run a children's D&D game, and we just do basically everything on Zoom, and it works pretty well because I can have like the kids draw stuff, and then I can like size it down and shrink it and move it around, and it's pretty cute. Anyways, yet I digress. Just because I'm here teaching, those are slight teachable moments, but the whiteboard is more useful than I thought it was. So we have Pink Floyd puppet show. What are we going to call your aspect, Nicole? The new advantage that you guys have created for us.
We can call it brick in the wall.
Brick in the wall. Love it. So good. Excellent. And you did fantastically well on that too. So create a bunch of fate points on that. Excellent. So we've got advantages made. Got a stack of fate points on the board. And then we've got excellent. So that leaves, we've got JD and Michael for potential attacks and defense. Who wants to take on count 3 on the attack round?
I think 2 out of 3 of mine, Mike, are more defense. So if you want to attack.
That makes sense. Yep. Bassist kind of does a good job with defense. You guys are limited on some of your things because for creating advantages and things, you can basically use whatever skills you want that are relevant. But for attacking, melody and rhyme are used for attacks, and then rhythm and will are used for defense. So except for the bassist has a ability that lets him under certain scenarios use rhythm for attacks. But mostly you guys get attack, you guys send attacks over with melody and rhyme, and Michael as the guitarist. I think you got a decent amount of melody because you write that shit. Oh, I
Is
cut
the
off.
overpowering bass used for an attack? Am I reading that correctly, or?
Yes, overpowering. Oh, wait, no,
Okay,
Michael, you're the bassist. John,
correct.
you're the guitarist. You have defense stuff. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it looks like I can reduce consequences. I can support.
Mm. Oh yeah, you can. Yep. Oh, cool. And you can use harmony to attack, but only if a fellow band member has already attacked with melody during the song. Mm. Oh yeah. Cool. All right,
Well,
all right.
All I know is during the opening, I've thrown open kind of the leather long jacket, like Undertaker like.
Oh yeah.
And behind it, and now that I've got the hat, the whole idea was that we have like a steam machine. And so for steampunk, I've now got steam coming out from underneath the hat and out of the jacket as I'm using my extremely buff 16-year-old physique.
Oh yeah.
As a way to be able to, with some just suspenders on underneath that, keeping them on, but just really mean looking suspenders, just a chiseled 16-year-old body, and then just steam starting to fly out underneath it as I'm playing at a rate of speed that is incomprehensible to the human ear. Only dogs are starting to perk up.
That's incredible. Wonderful. And so so let's have you do a let's have you do a melody roll with that, because you are starting to really hit that stuff. And so you get a +3 on melody. And
just rolled a +2. So is that a 5?
that would be a 5. But do you want to add any aspects, bonuses onto this? You got you're the guitar player. You've got a guitar for every occasion. We've got you've got your sweet hat, which you just already equipped, and so that can be one of the things as you mentioned.
Yeah,
that's something you get the bonuses from, definitely. Let's see what else could be on the table for this. Let's see. Got a baseline that's supporting this. If you wanted to throw something in from the baseline,
yeah,
seems good. That's a pretty good foundation.
Yeah,
excellent. And so 2 + 3 is 7. Plus you rolled a 2.
2.
2. Excellent. That's get you a 9. Okay, so you send 9 points of attack across the stage with this speed metal, math metal, something crazy thing that's going on. But either way, it's your physique that is certainly just like blinding, if not overwhelming. And in fact, John, as you're doing this, there is a girl in the band in the audience that just like catches your eye. Like she is, yeah, you're used to it, but this one seems special. This one seems special. Do you are you going to kind of flirt with her, engage with her, or are you going to just stay focused on the stage, on the band?
Yeah, during a break, I grab one of my detachable teeth and I throw it to her.
Wonderful. Excellent. All right, well, you get a fate point for taking an eye off that, actually, or is that going to be yes, yeah, because we've got the teen romance. Have you seen a girl with hair like this on the table that we cannot forget about? And so we've got and she gleefully catches your broken tooth and one of your removable teeth, because you've got demon blood in you, so I'm sure you've got other rows that are just going to come in.
Yeah.
And love it. I think of you now with like the slash hat and shark teeth. That's sick. Excellent. Okay, cool. And so that's what you do with your attack. And then you send that over. And so they are going to, she is, Lily jumps on the mic. She goes off with her opening lick about Lily and the Sirens, about how they will, how you will crash upon the rocks, and they will seduce you, so you will crash upon the rocks, and they will and we'll throw in she has her own personal ones, so we're going to throw in another one for that on her own self because she's a character. And so she is going to be sending a rhyme over at you guys, and then let me see what he rolled. Okay, so he got a -2. She got a -2, so that's a pretty bad attack. Even though she +2. Okay, so 6 points of damage is going to be heading at you guys. You got and you did 8 points. No, you did more than that.
Would this be the time to defend or not yet?
Yes, now you would try. Now it is time to defend.
Okay.
Yes, so she sends 6 points at you guys. You sent a total of, you got a 2, so you sent 4 + 3, so 9 points across at them. Great. So yes, so now Michael, you will defend against this, and you can defend either with rhythm or with will. And do you want to add any points onto any aspects on this? We got stuff on the board. You yourself have two tokens left, 2 fate points left.
You said earlier that she used rhyme. Is that correct?
She used rhyme, definitely.
So can I use Thrasher's Glare?
Ooh,
It gives me 2 points to defend against rhyme attacks.
hell yeah. You absolutely can. Glaring through that opening verse. That's awesome.
But while I'm glaring, I'm, also, kind of yelling out into the crowd and just really just, I would never do this in real life, but just really just talking shit about her, like the way she looks, right? Have you seen her hair? Have you seen her, ridiculous boots? They don't even match.
She likes him that way.
Her hair is all tangled up, and I think there's even a broken piece of comb in her hair. Like this,
Oh man, those split ends.
she's garbage.
Excellent. We got some Courtney love going on.
Have you seen a girl with hair like that aspect? If I can throw that in there.
Excellent. We got that one on there. Do we have it's Hell on Earth, man? That makes her look, that's part of the ragged look.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hell on Earth. Excellent.
And the Thrasher's Glare.
And then the Thrasher's Glare on top of that. And are you defended with rhythm?
Is that something that I get to choose? Or
yeah, you get to choose. You can either use rhythm or will.
Oh, then I'm going to use rhythm for sure.
Great. Yeah, because that's where your big great bonus is, and you've only got a +1 in will.
Yeah.
So that's it's a pretty clear mathematical choice on that one. And yep, and as Philip said, damn, he's hitting where it hurts. It's true. So give us a roll. Okay. And you will add 4 + 6 is 10 points. And so as long as you don't roll, you should be able to defend all this damage.
Okay. That's a -2.
Okay, good then. Yes, excellent. So yeah, so you had a 10 points. You had a 10-point bonus. You rolled a -2, so that knocks it down to an 8. That negates all points of the damage. So 6 points of damage comes in, but you glare through all of that verse. Nobody feels any pain or any stress from this. You guys are all feeling cool as cucumbers, and or however you like to feel. But her opening onslaught was totally ineffective. And then she is going to, and then her let's see, so her percussionist is out, and so he's normally who does the rhythm defenses for her. So her accordionist is going to have to step in, and he's not so good at this, to try and defend. And okay, though he rolled a +3 though, so +3. Let's say we're spending some oompas for Satan. And then, so that is 3 + 2 plus another 2 points. So that's 7. So, okay, so that's not too bad. Okay, so 2 points of, no. 2 points of damage comes through. And that's cool. So she takes that one on the chin. And then the accordionist takes another stress, number 2. And at the end of the first, what is it called? The first phrase, the audience is clearly cheering for you all. And so things are starting off strong. And yeah. So that is impressive. And then, so we go back around. Probably only need one more round to really decide this and put them put them back in the whatever hellish carnival they came from. So we've got so yes, and so in count one, they are the accordionist is going to go over and try and talk to the cops to try and get their percussionist back to try and get rid of your pina colada detour, which is basically a disadvantage for them. And then so they will he'll do a little rapport. He will put in a personal fate point, so he's got a little uphill battle, and he rolled a +1. So okay, cool. So he takes off 1 fate point from your pina colada detour. The percussionist comes back on the bongos, but he's really out of time. He's really behind. He doesn't really know what song they're playing, so he's just kind of trying to figure out it. So he's back, but he is not very coordinated. So all right, you guys, she doesn't have a big enough band to have created any disadvantages for you guys, so we'll go right to count 2 for you. Advantages. Do you guys want to create more advantages or perhaps restock some of these? You can do that by you can add more fate points onto them if you want to. It's the same process of rolling. Or you can try and create more aspects on this, or you guys can just line up some finale attacks to really finish them off. You each get 1 action. Say your Meals on Wheels hearse is not involved. It's parked outside. See some thoughts come in.
What does throw the hook do?
Ah, excellent. Good, good. So you're looking at your character sheet, and so throw the hook is a stunt that you get a +2 on any attacks you make with melody in which you invoke at least 1 aspect created by another band member. Excellent. So you can take an attack and you'll get extra bonus points on it if you use things like Brick in the Wall, which Nicole made. That's your sweet giant puppet setup. You've got Building Base that Michael set up. And so basically, if you choose to use one of those new ones that was created, I'll move them to a slightly different spot. If you choose to use one of the new ones, then you get more bonuses as opposed to using an aspect that is something that's part of the world on the left side, or something that's a personal aspect on your character.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm going to use the Brick in the Wall.
Sweet. All right. What kind of, you're the singer, you're going to be making an attack. Are you coming in with rhyme on this?
Yes, I'm gonna lay down a sick rap beat.
Excellent.
And just like following Michael's lead as well when he dissed Lily in defense. I'm gonna diss the accordion player.
Oh man, going right in the lungs. Amazing. Excellent. Excellent.
And the contents of the rap basically are about how he's a shit accordion player, and his mom never loved him, and that one time he probably stubbed his toe. I hope it happens again.
Hope it happens again. Right in the little one. Yep. That's great. Excellent. That is a awesome verse. And so will somebody roll for Philip? You're gonna get a total of +3. I'm gonna a total of +6 on top of this.
+2.
All right, so you get a +8. So that is Philip's attack this round. Total of 8 points of damage coming across. Excellent. Anyone else want to make an attack this this round, this phrase? John, you want to come in with a sick guitar solo to finish this off?
Yeah, might as well.
Might as well. We got a bunch of pieces on the board.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so it's just at this point who's left, I guess, to attack?
We've got you can attack Lily, you can attack the you'll just send it kind of over at their band, but
Okay.
right now you've got everyone else can still go, like Michael can defend, Nicole can defend or attack if you want to, however if you've got one of those options. And yeah, but
has anybody used harmony to attack yet? I can't remember.
Yes, I think so. Yeah. Last round, you did. So you started that up.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to think about using counterpoint as a stunt, but only if only if a fellow band member has already attacked with melody during the song.
Great. Excellent. But I think actually, yeah, so I think Philip did. I think I said rap. I think I said rhyme, but I looked at his sheet and he was using melody.
Okay.
So that was what he got his bonuses from, because it's the mixmaster that does rhyme. But either way, yeah. He's got the right idea. The singer comes in with melody. I'm not a musician, but he still had that rap. It's a melodic rap. That's what matters. Excellent. So we had someone.
That's a K-pop rap.
It's a K-pop rap.
Not a regular rap.
That's right. It's a melodic rap, and that was an attack with melody, and so that comes in. So you can use that stunt, absolutely, and it is the
counterpoint, I think.
Counterpoint. Excellent.
Yeah, so using harmony to attack.
Beautiful. And so you can follow up that verse, that harmonic rap, and then come in with an attack. Do you want to? You can just like cash in a whole bunch of these, because it's 9:45, and so we'll be wrapping up here shortly. And so, I mean, you've got somebody to show off for. So you've got the girl with the hair, extra motivation. You're gambling. You're trying to get that sweet win on a Devil Went Down to Georgia. You've got your bass line that's crescendoing and crashing in. You've got this is whatever you feel like, man. This is a signature guitar solo that your band does. Whatever, you can make it up for yourself, but basically this is an opportunity to just like grab a bunch of fate points and then just like put them in the grave.
Yeah, no, I think that if once I've completely taken off the coat, at that point you'll see on my back I've got a huge demon tattoo, and I can make the tattoo actually comes to life. So it starts as I turn around, and so I'm playing, and then the tattoo, it looks like the demon's playing on my back. So I'm playing, looks like the guitar is going one side, and I'm kind of like as Philip is given the melody, I'm kind of like shoving some high notes and going in harmony with him. over to Lily.
Oh my God, that's so good. Excellent. And this like ties in because you've got the trouble hiding from the man. So maybe you got like this like a big sick prison tattoo or something like that. Like
Yeah.
you don't show this tattoo off often, special occasion because they might recognize you or something. But either way, it's time to take it off and show it off. That's awesome. So yeah, so you throw in a personal fate point on that. Yeah, that's boss as hell. I love it. And then we've got giant puppets going on, and yeah, so let's roll with that. So that's a 5 fate points. You get an extra +2, and you are using. You're coming in with melody, and so you are. I guess melody, yeah. And then so that is a +3 on top of it yourself. So you get a +15 bonus to this roll.
Beautiful. I got a -1 though.
Okay, that's 14 points of damage coming across. And then that is added on top of Philip's 8 for a total of 22 damage. Excellent. This round, we do Lily sends her final attack across. She is going to throw in 2 of her final fate points. She is going to again continue to try and sing across, but she feels like the end is not great.
Can I just make it worse for Lily?
Please.
I would like to defend and use my aspect, always jumping in when I shouldn't, but I'm going to do it anyways.
Yes.
So as she is getting her setup ready, I'm just going to jump in front of her and start playing as hard as I can, and just kind of just finishing off the set with something hard.
Oh yeah.
As soon as I'm done and it sounds great, the lava's flowing, I'm going to quickly take out my phone, and take a picture of her with just the most horrific face and me smiling, getting the rest of the band and the stage manager in the background. I'm trying to use like Notice and Popular Kids Have It Easy so we can, tweak this out and make sure everyone knows that they're not getting this hearse.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Hashtag save the hearse limo.
Save the hearse limo. Yes, and you get it in the shot so we can add a point on that one too. That's so good. Excellent. All right. Well then, that is great. Give us the roll just for kicks.
It was -2.
Okay, that's fine though, because you're adding in, you got a +8 for this total. And so even with your -2, you're defending 6 points of damage. And she is going to be sending over 7 points of damage. So someone's going to take 1 point of stress as the final clash happens. Because yeah, she is trying to defend, but they use all their fate points, and the bongos and the accordion are shredded. The her hair is all frizzed out and not in the good way, and makeup smeared and again not in the good way. And so the crowd obviously goes wild for all of you guys, and they chant the name of your band, and the glow sticks come out, and they you guys have inspired the carnival to the demonic carnival to wheel off into another night of debauchery. And Lily, as the kind of the final pieces fall off of the band, she says, "Wow, you guys really rock." And And she says, absolute. She says, well, you wrecked the place, but you definitely got the right stuff. And I'd love to sponsor you. I've got stickers. I've got we can do more of a, come back here anytime you need it. And we'll keep you supplied with the sweetest threads. Let's do new outfits every show, stuff like that. And we'll be in touch. And yeah, and you get to hold on to your awesome Meals on Wheels. I was just joking. I wouldn't actually take it from you. She totally would. And that is and that's Fate. That is, you guys can you get more aspects, your characters get better, but you guys would then that gives you guys some more gear and some more stuff and some more demonic connections. And so then we would do next session, we could work up to the sweet battle of the bands or whatever we kind of want to, whatever your hearts desire. But hopefully it would still because we would take a rest. You guys would be able to come back. You get more fate points and stuff like that. There's a refresh process. The scene aspects would go away because we're done with that stuff, but the world aspects would stay the same. And that's how we would kind of keep some continuity, but while keeping things fresh. And then it's just kind of seeing how many ludicrous songs you can fit in within a game experience. But usually it's not more than like one or two within like these kind of couple hour sessions. But it gives you structure, and it gives you kind of an order with initiative and stuff like that. And it's a wild, kooky thing. So thank you all so much for playing. Do you guys have any like questions or feedback or anything you'd like to say?
That was really fun. Thank you.
Yay.
Thanks for running.
Rock on.
Thank you. You guys really did a good job of kind of dealing with it. It's as I kind of mentioned, Fate's a little bit awkward and kind of weird. It's very loosey-goosey, but it's basically like, how do you kind of tell a collaborative story? And it really comes from that narrative kind of theater kid background, as opposed to the simulationist type like D&D, where it's like, how do we have this kind of try and be a model of reality, have the accurate probability to hit the goblins. It's like, no, man, I want to hear about the goblins' shoes. Like, please tell me. So yeah, so that's Fate.